English 10. This is going to be your very first flipped grammar unit. My name is Mrs. Benson.
And I'm Miss Nelson.
And we are here to explain to you just a quick review, things that you should already know, but we're going to focus on the sentence and its parts this unit. So we will be looking at the subjects and predicates, different kinds of sentences, subjects in unusual positions, predicate nominatives and adjectives, direct and indirect objects, all things that you did learn in English 9. So we're hoping that this will be a nice, easy review for you. Let's go ahead and get started, Ms. Nelson.
All right, so the first thing we want you to know is that in a sentence, there's a simple subject and there's a simple predicate. And most of the time, it's just one word. It's like the one word, the thing that the sentence is about. So every sentence has two basic parts. It's got the subject, okay, so who or what the sentence is about, and it's got the predicate that tells what the subject does or what happens to the subject. So in this example, the purple part, that's the whole subject. But the simple subject is just this one word, okay? And then there's the whole predicate, but the simple predicate is just this one word. So let's look at that more specifically. Okay, simple subject, right? You can read that, but here's the example. So the world's tallest woman, that's the same sentence as it was before, I think. It's just the one word, woman, okay? And that's the simple subject.
And the simple subject never includes words like the, and, tall, like the little modifiers. So you're always looking at the major who or the major what of the sentence. The simple predicate is the verb. It's just another name for verb. So if we ask you to find the simple predicate, we're asking you for the verb of the sentence. Okay? It is typically what the subject is doing. Okay? Adverbs that interrupt the verb or the verb phrase are not part of the simple predicate. So in this sentence, the world's tallest woman stands almost 8 feet tall. You know the who or the what is the woman. That is the simple subject. What is she doing? She stands. That's simple predicate or the verb of the sentence.
So here are some sample sentences that we're going to do as examples for you. Okay, so number 1. The brilliant Maria Cardoso runs an unusual small business. So you're looking for the simple subject and the simple predicate. The way that's easiest for me is I look for the verb first, and then I draw a line right in front of there. And so here would be the simple predicate, because that's the verb. And then you're looking for the simple subject, so just that one word. And since it's a proper noun, there you go, simple subject.
In the second sentence, we have, at night, a pet parrot slept in a large outdoor birdhouse. Again, if we go with Miss Nelson's clue to go ahead and find the verb or the action first and divide it, we're going to look, we know that the whole action is slept here. Okay, so we can divide it here. Another thing that you can also do that would be important in this sentence would be to cross out your prepositional phrases. And so if we did that, we could cross out at night and we could cross out in a large outdoor birdhouse. And if we go ahead and do that, the simple subject and the simple predicate is much easier to identify. So here we have the verb.
I was just going to say, Mrs. Benson's very smart, isn't she? Good job, Mrs. Benson.
So here we have the verb. Again, I get in a habit of writing verb, but you can write verb or simple predicate. And who or what is doing the sleeping? It's the parrot. Parrot is your simple subject.
Oh, okay, so the next one, her 16th birthday party must have been a huge surprise for her. So let's do the crossing out of the prepositional phrase. It's just for her. Okay, this one is a little bit tricky because it's not just one verb. There's a verb phrase, so there's some helping verbs in there too. And so here would be where the line would go. But that whole thing is the verb phrase, so that would be the simple predicate. So you can just label that verb. And then the simple subject would be party. One thing you might want to think about too is that a simple subject is always going to be a noun.
Or a pronoun.
Yeah, or a pronoun. So that might help you, eliminate some words.
Okay, number 4. She does not mind their questions. Okay, no prepositional phrases in this sentence. What we're going to do here is divide right here. Who or what is the sentence about? It's about she. And what does she do? Mind. Okay? Now, this is a little bit tricky because we can't forget our helping verb does mind. But if you're very careful, you always know not is an adverb. So it would not be included in the simple predicate. So we would say does mind, simple predicate or verb, however you want to say it. Okay? And she is your simple subject. Okay? Again, the noun or pronoun for the subject.
And in the last sentence, Alan gets his shoes from the NBA. So we can cross that part out. So what is the sentence about? Alan, draw your line right there, so you have the simple subject there. And then what is Alan doing? He's getting. So the verb is right there.
Okay, let's move on for just, this next couple slides will be super easy, I think, after we've gone over these first 5 sentences. Oh, I'm going to have to erase that. Go ahead, Ms. Nelson.
Okay, so really, we've already kind of talked about the complete subject and the complete predicate. And all that is we just want you to know that where you draw that line, everything before is the complete subject and everything after that line is the complete predicate.
So if you underline the complete predicate and the complete subject, you have underlined every single word in your sentence. Most of the time, we're going to focus on the simple subject and simple predicate, but we want to just bring this out to you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so you just want me to talk about it. Okay, so this is just what we did with the simple subject and simple predicate stuff, but you draw the line here right before the verb. And so everything before that line is the complete subject, and everything after that line is the complete predicate.
So for this one, if we just go ahead and draw the lines between the complete subject and the complete predicate, we won't identify simple subjects and simple predicates, but you can do so in your head if you'd like to. Number 1, pop culture in the late 1950s and early 1960s reflected American's fears of the atom bomb. Okay? So if you go ahead, who or what is that sentence about? The sentence is about pop culture, and what is it doing? It's reflecting, or it reflected. So you would go ahead and draw the line right here. Now if you wanted to, you could cross all of that out for the prepositional phrase, but again, everything before here is the complete subject, everything after the line would be the complete predicate.
Okay, so number 2, anti-bomb slogans appeared on bumper stickers. So you want to draw that line right before the verb. So go right here. So complete subject, complete predicate.
Number 3, Stanley Kubrick won rave reviews for his anti-bomb comedy, Dr. Strangelove. The subject to that sentence is Stanley Kubrick, and the verb is won, so you would divide that. Here's the complete subject and the complete predicate.
Okay, next one. TV's The Twilight Zone featured cautionary tales about nuclear war. So I looked for the verb. The verb is featured, so the line would go right there.
And the last one famous episode shows the aftermath of a nuclear attack. Again, if you look for the verb first, shows, there's the action. There's a prep phrase you could cross out. But again, who or what is the sentence about? It's about episode. We're going to divide between the who or the what, the episode, and the verb shows. Okay. And I think that's it for today's grammar lesson. Thank you very much.